good evening, good afternoon. It's 9 o'clock and it's already dark, so it's actually hard to believe. I couldn't believe when I was coming to the door there at 9. Then it actually was dark, and I wouldn't mind at 8:30 it was bright enough, and then all of a sudden, around 8:45, it just went completely dark. Like it actually wasn't even. It just the way it gradually gets dark. It just kind of snap. So the summer's already gone. It's hard to believe. So we're going into the winter time now. So next week or next month will be 8 o'clock, and if you get nothing done, you know. There was something I was going to look about and I couldn't remember exactly what it was. I tell you, I have to write down these things sometimes. But yeah, we discussed about the Cavan Day Kahoot. So as you know, we're near the beginning of September. Hello, Adam. I have a question for you. Do you want to join the Kahoot for Cavan Day? I know it's a bit in advance, but if you want to join, we can work it out. Because basically, I just need. Where is my thing? I'm not really that organised. My apologies. Where is that yoke? Yeah, of course. If you want to join, yeah. So I just need to know. Are you available on the 24th? I don't know what time. We haven't worked at the time yet, but will you be available? It's a Saturday, just so I know. So I can put your name there. And if you want to join, what name would you use your name? You know the way you do Kahoot. You log on to Kahoot. You can put in a name. Take for example, the Cavan Gamer 69 or something like that. I don't know why I came up with that. Funny number. But something like that. What kind of name would you want? I can't promise. 24th, yeah. So it's a good while away. It's the end of September. Good evening, Sean. So I don't know. Do you want me to put your name down, bud? If you can, we can change it if you want. Again, it's no harm. If you let us know 3 or 4 days in advance, we can change it. It'll be no problem. Because there's 50 places. We have 50 places for people to go into the Kahoot. So it'd be good. Do you want me to put your name down anyway, and you can come back to me about it? It'd be no bother at all. You can come to me or you come to Davey, and it'd be no bother. We take it off if you're busy on that day, or whatever it be. But obviously there's a few bob in it too. If you come first or second, and then obviously we have a prize too, for one the post in the chat too. So very fancy. But yeah, I just want to kind of have an estimate of who will be here. Yeah, I put you down. So Adam, I just put your name down, Adam. So yeah, if you want to change your name, like on the Kahoot, we can sort it out. Just let me know the day or a few days beforehand, so I know. Just so I know, because there might be 3 or 4 Adams going in, so I need to have in my database just so. So yeah, so we have 2 other people. If anybody wants to join the Kahoot for the 24th of next month, the Cavan Day Kahoot, please let me know now if you can. We do have 50 places for people, so it's just kind of getting a few names down and getting it kind of started, getting the registration started and start figuring out, because we're going to give everybody a number for entering. So we'll take, for example, Adam, you're number 1, number 2, so we know exactly who's entering, who's not entering. So it will be a big job now to keep track of it all. But there will be 50 places, hopefully. If not, there'll be 40 places, so something similar to that. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 30. We have a spreadsheet, I'll put it into the spreadsheet later on. 32 places. So yeah, just to say, if anybody wants to join the group, please let me know. That's kind of the main purpose of the stream today. Just to kind of say, if you want. So again, just to say, it's on Cavan Day the 24th. We don't have a time exactly, but it most likely would be midday, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock ish. Could be 5 o'clock ish. So between them, a few hours. Because I do say it would take about 2 hours to get through. Give or take. I don't know how. Again, it might take a while. It depends. To get everybody logged on and everybody ready to go. It might just take time. That's what I'm trying to say. Because again, it's hard to know in advance how it's going to go. But hopefully, again, we have a good bit of manpower behind it. We have 5 of us. There's 5 of us. There's the mods and there's other people have put in to help us out. So there's 5 of us. So we have a good bit of manpower behind it to help out. But yeah, if anybody else wants to join, please let me know. Again, the first prize, it's about €400. Second prize will be about €200, and then the third prize will be €100. And then there'll be just a prize to a random person. We get them something. We see what we can do for them. So yeah, it's about in a month's time, I suppose. So let me know if you're interested in joining. Let me know when I put your name down. And if you're busy, I suppose, on the 24th or whatever, we can take your name off, and that's no problem. As long as you tell us a day or two in advance, that's no problem. Some prize, yeah. So, there might be other prizes. Yeah, we're trying to see about something else too, but not likely to work out. See, my plan was, and I tell you straight, I was going to get other people. It was supposed to be other things, but not likely that's going to work out this year. The other things it was planned. So we're going ahead with the Kahoot anyway. The Kahoot we're able to go ahead with that. It's just the other two things, it wasn't possible this year the way to go ahead with it. Even though we had it in plenty of time in advance, and it just wasn't possible the way we worked it out. But maybe next year we'll try and see if we work out them two angles. If the Kahoot goes well, we could do it every year. Again, it's the first time we've done such a thing, with such amount of people. If it goes well, we can do it every year, and we have prizes. We bring bigger prizes in every year. And we do, maybe next year we could see if we can sponsors, we can do something. We see what we can do. Maybe a trip to a holiday and we pay for it or whatever. Something like that. We send you down to Wexford for a week or so, we pay for it. Something like that. We can look into it. If it goes well, the sky's the limit next year. And we can have a look at it more. Or we can get a holiday to cabin. Actually, it wouldn't make much sense paying the people in Wexford for you to have a holiday. But yeah, if anybody else, there's 4 people here, if you're interested in signing up. Again, if you're busy that day, just tell us 2 days in advance and we can take your name off. That's no harm. As long as you let us know, because again, we'd be very busy them few days leading up to cabin day. Obviously, we'll leave my mods and all that, the contact details, in other words, the email addresses, in the description and the Twitter account and all that. If people need to contact, I'll contact myself. But yeah, if anybody else wants to join, please let me know. So Adam's the first person. I don't know if there's I don't know. Other people probably said to me they wanted to join, but I just need to find the say of people who want to join now. So, but yeah. You're not sponsored by who? I didn't really look into sponsor. Hello, Sarah. Do you want to join the Cabin Day Kahoot when the Cabin Day coming up? We're not sponsored. I didn't look into sponsorship. If you don't answer. I kind of wanted to pay for it all myself and didn't want to look into sponsorships. So yeah. And I wasn't going to Cabin Day to get to look for the money, but they're doing their own thing and I'm doing my own thing. So, I'm not going to go and bother them for money. I'm in Wexford. Oh no, I'm talking about a Kahoot. It's not. It's like Kahoot online. It's a kind of quiz game. You can sign in and you can log in. You don't have to be in person. You can do it online. If you want to join, there's prize money and etc. I see. I find out to repeat myself because I keep going in a circle. But if you want to join, you can join the course. I don't know if you know what Kahoot is. You hardly want to join, Sean. I forgot to ask you. Do you want to join the Kahoot for the 24th? I don't know if people don't know what Kahoot is. I can kind of show you. I don't know if Davey's here at the moment. Davey might be here. Davey might explain it a bit better. Well, in writing terms. Sometimes I'm just useless explaining stuff. Useless. So sorry, let me know, but thank you. I don't know what Kahoot is. That's no problem. So basically, the way you can do quizzes online. There's websites that let you do quizzes online. Well, we set up a quiz, especially for Cabin Day. And you can join, and obviously there'll be prizes for. There's going to be €400 prize for first place. Second place is going to be 200. First place is going to be 100. And then there's going to be a prize just for random person in the chat on that day. So if you want to join, we can do it, and obviously I can show you the website. I can send you the website link if you want to have a look at it now. I can send it to you now. Obviously not the Kahoot itself. We're not going to show that yet to the day. But I can show you the website if you want to just take a look at it. You can make an account. You can do. There's other Kahoots there you can do. On many different subjects, any subject in the world is Kahoots. You could do it with friends along with other people. If you want me to send you the link, I can show you. I can put the link in the chat for Kahoot just to show you the website. But it's pretty fun. I done Kahoots in school too. We done history Kahoots. So, but if you want to join, that's no problem. If you don't want to join, that's no problem either. There's 50 million users on this actually. I didn't even know there was that much. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. Tapping everything else, but the thing I wanted. So yeah. Let me see. I'm here. The Kahoots in school were good, yeah. I doubt it'll be free to get to Cavan. Well, you don't even actually have to come to Cavan. You can do it online, Shawnee. But if you want to join, we can arrange that. It's not going to kind of be in person thing. That makes sense. But people can come to Cavan if they wish on that day. I can send you the Wikipedia link, just so you can have a look. And it kind of would explain what it is. But yeah, it's actually pretty fun now. We used to do loads of history Kahoots and all that at school. And just to say, it is 100% safe and all that. So, oh right, I do add the link. Yeah. The Wikipedia. There's the Wikipedia link. Just explain what it is, and it might give you a better. Or you can look up a YouTube video too. I think this might be YouTube videos. I might not do the best in explaining it. But basically, I think this will tell you all you kind of need to know, and just kind of explain it a bit better. Again, I might not explain the best, but have a look at that link there. That's the Wikipedia article, just on it. Love the hat, thank you, Adam. But yeah, I can get a YouTube video if that helps. If people want me to look for a YouTube video just to explain what it is and how to use it, I can go and do that. Excuse me, it's fogging my throat. So I can do that for you if you want. Again, I can help you set if you want, and we can show you. There's no problem. If you really want to join, we can show you how to use it, and we can help you out in other words. So yeah, just have a look through it, and it's simple enough. I know it's difficult. Even when I first started in the Kahoots when I was at school, it was difficult enough to get your head around it. But basically, it's just kind of like a quiz app or whatever you would call it, where you can do loads of quizzes and things, and everybody's, there's the top place, there's first place, there's the second place, there's the third place, all them places going down all the way, and obviously, you get points. So basically, this point system. If you get an answer right, take for example, it's cheese and tomato or something like that. You get points. Say you get 15 points or something for that. If you get the right answer, and say somebody gets the wrong answer, you don't get any points. So you go in front of that person. So basically, it's points for every question you get right. If that makes any sense. So again, I'm used to explaining these things. So. I can get a YouTube video. If people really want me, I can get a YouTube. Interesting. I know I can get a YouTube video for you, Sean, if you want me to. I'm used to explaining stuff. But it's completely safe. I can be sure of that. Because I did look into, me and Davey looked into to make sure. We were between Kahoot and another website. And Kahoot seemed to be the most safest one, secure one. So just give me a second. There's a video here, 5-minute guide to Kahoot. It might explain a lot. If people want to have a look at it too. It might explain a lot. It might be better listening to somebody explaining it. Let me define it first. How do I get to my channel? That sounds like a stupid thing to say. But sometimes I find it hard to find myself. But yeah, sorry, it's loading. Just give me a second. So yeah, this is the link to the YouTube. It's a YouTube video basically explaining 5 minutes. It takes just to explain how it works, what you have to do and things like that. If it would show the chat, it would be very appreciated again. Thank you. Yeah, Shawnee, if you want to join, that's no problem. But it should work out well anyway. As long as you have the game pin, on the day we will have the game pin for people to join, and you have to put in the game pin. So we will say that in the stream. Take for example, it's 5126 or something like that. So we would say it on stream, and you just have to put that in, and then you'll be in the Kahoot, and then you can answer the questions. But yeah, there's a YouTube video there, Sean, if you wanted to see. It's 5 minutes. It just explains briefly what it's about, what Kahoot does, and all that. Obviously, I can't show you the Kahoot one that we made. We made one ourselves, because we'd be giving the answers away and all that. But yeah, it's probably beneficial just to have a look at the video, just to understand the core aspect. So basically, there'd be 4 answers, and one of them be right. So you have to click one out of 4. So you have 1 in 4 chance of being right. So yeah, it'll probably explain a bit better than probably I did. Because there's like I used to say, there's 4 questions, there's 1 right answer, so you have to click one. And you have about 30 seconds or 40 seconds to pick the right answer. So it should be fun, because again, we done test ones of it. There's 3 or 4 of us done test ones of it, and they had good fun. There's nearly fist fighting at one stage. Because we're like, oh, I should have got that, you useless prick. And that's what it was called at one stage. But yeah, so there was test ones. There was a few people test ones, and they were like, "Oh, you should have seen the amount of people." It's like, "Oh no, actually, I actually remembered it when multiple choice answers, that is timed. Yeah, basically, multiple choice. So basically, be given a picture. So basically, there'll be a picture on the screen with the writing underneath saying how many lakes will Cavan take, for example, and there'll be 4 answers, and one of them will be right. So you have about 40 seconds to think. An hour one is 40 seconds. So you have a few seconds to think about it. Hopefully people won't use the phones and things like that. But so people will be able to think for a second and think, as I mentioned them many times before. And there'll be pictures, with a lake or something like that. And there'll be music in the background or something. And you'll be able to see it on your screen and everything. So you'll be able to see the question and the picture and that. So it should be fun now. It should be very fun. Hopefully it all goes right. Hopefully it doesn't just break on the day. Sean, you're giving the answers away. No, don't do that. But yeah, I hope you can understand. So it'll be basically a Calvin quiz. On Kahoot. That's basically what it is. And at the moment, basically, we're just trying to figure out how many people want to join, who wants to join, so we can put their names down. So we just have an idea, because we have to pay a fee, kind of I think it's €50 a month for deluxe edition or whatever for Kahoot. So we can have a good few people in, because basically we're going to have a huge amount of people in. We have about 50 slots, in other words, for people to go in. Again, if there's less people, so be it. But if we can get at least 20 people, be happy enough. Because again, we did spend a lot of time getting all the answers and all that. There's a lot. We spent a good few hours. We spent about 40 hours, or 50 hours actually making this Kahoot. Putting pictures in, getting all the questions right. There's about 50 or 60 questions. So there's a lot. And one of them could be true or false and stuff like that. Thank you, Adam. You learn something new every day from me. You tell your teacher that this man here teaches me more than you. I'll be coming for your job soon, Mr. Smithy, or whatever he's called. Whatever the teacher's called. Sorry. Mr. Smithy, I'm coming for your job. I'm going to be the new maths teacher of this bloody state. I'm going to take over the school. I say to your geography teacher either, hello Tony, you hardly want to join the Kahoot. But yeah, Sean, if you're interested, I can take you and put your name down. If you're interested, if you don't want to join the day, or if you're busy that day, on the 24th next month, you can let me know the day or two beforehand, and we take your name off. But that'd be no problem, as long as you let us know. Because them few days leading up to Calvin Day, I'm not going to lie to you, it'll probably be the busiest times of our life. Because we actually be wandering around chicken. Like last year, I was wandering around with no head on me half the day, because I had so much to do. I didn't know where I was and what I was doing and where I was going. So basically, in other words, I'm going to be very tired, worked to the bone, and too much happened at once, basically. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, if you want, do you want to join now? But I can put your name down. Like, you don't have to join now, obviously. We're not doing the Kahoot now. But just to put your name down. Do you want me just to put your name down? Excuse me, sorry. Fucking me throat all day. I don't know, it's something stuck in my throat all day. But I can put your name down just for the moment, Sean, if you want. And then you can retake it if you wish. Or whatever the story be. We still have to make posters and stuff out. So yeah. Also have to make another announcement. There's one other thing we're going to try and see can we do. If that works out too. But you hardly want to join Tony either, do you? Do you? Okay, no bother, Sean. Excuse me, sorry, I'm burping a lot. Thank you, Sean. It's the two people we have so far. So you hardly want to join Tony. Sorry, I'm plaguing everybody and just asking people so people understand. And no, I don't know if Seb is here. I keep saying his name wrong, but I don't know if he's here. It's anything you don't understand. Sorry, I was too busy talking. Seb hand. I keep saying it wrong. So my apologies. But if you need me to explain anything, I can do that for you. But basically, that YouTube video there, I can explain the basic principles of Kahoot, how it works, if people don't understand it. But yeah, most likely, again, we don't exactly know the time, but most likely 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. So around them 2 hours, because it might take 2 hours. I don't know how long, again, depending on how people connect. You know, because again, we're probably going to have a good few people. And we have to try and see if they're online and go through and see that we have everybody. So, you know, it's going to take time. Nothing like it. No, thank you, Adam. Thank you. I talked to you again. Thanks for stopping by. No problem. No problem. That's what we're here for. Hopefully, it'll be good fun anyway when the time comes. Hopefully, I won't just have my head in my hands and be like, "Oh, good God, what have I done?" But hopefully all does go well because we did put a lot of effort into it. And hopefully it does. Hopefully it doesn't fuck up on us, and just doesn't work on the day. Imagine if it doesn't work on the day. Oh, good God, I'd be crucified. I probably should put the link. So again, Kahoot works. So yeah. Hello, PT. ORP Michael Collins, indeed. 100 years. It's hard to believe. I meant to do a video, but I tried to be a bit disrespectful to this year, especially this year. But yeah, it's hard to believe 100 years ago we had such a man as Michael Collins in this country. Like a man of, let's be fair now, there's not a man in Irish history that compares to Michael Collins. And just to think, think 100 years ago we had a man like this, like him in our country, and nowadays we have the men in government, things that like I don't know what you would call them, but anyway. But yeah, OIP Michael Collins too. Very sad. He was killed. He was killed far too young. Yeah. It's very sad now, especially the young age now, and he had his whole life ahead of him, and loads of dreams again of good things to do for Ireland. And could be in a better place if we had Michael Collins around for a few more years. after the Civil War. Like, so we could have been a better spot than we are today. But yeah, it's no, it is sad now. But let him rest in peace anyway. So yeah. But yeah, I say we're going in a few minutes' time anyway. Because I kind of just wanted to say that. So if anybody knows anybody who might want to join the Kahoot, you can let them know and I put their name there. That's totally fine. I probably will put up videos tomorrow. Because we still have the Calvin story, Truly Have the Ages. We still have that for people who have stories about people from Calvin. So we're still going ahead with that. But there was the thing I was going to do, where I was going to invite young people to do their talents on here, related to Calvin, people from Calvin to do their talents. Unfortunately, this year I don't think we could do it. The people there I was asked to do it. So I asked them to do it, even though I was willing to pay them a decent bit. A good lot of them didn't really want to do it. So it was unfortunate, but we can see about next year. Even though we did give them, we planned to give them a good bit to do it, but they still kind of didn't want to do it. I think they were busy enough with other things. But yeah, but there's always next year now. So yeah, we wait for another few minutes and we see. But yeah, if you know anybody again, let me know on Twitter or on Gmail. We have our own Calvin Day email too. If you want to get in touch with us too. We have our own Twitter account too. So yeah, we'll activate that soon. I probably should put up a community post about it. But yeah, any other questions? If anybody has any questions, Sean or anybody, if you have any other questions, I can try and answer them for you. If anybody has any questions, don't feel afraid to ask or anything. So give me a second. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. What was that, Pete? How do they put? What? I don't get you. I don't get you, Pete. Sorry. Are you asking something but good or? I don't kind of get you. Be the answer. Are you talking about like bread rolls or something? Oh, hello, Sarah. It's a good rise as I seen you. How you doing? You hardly want to join the Kahoot, do you? I know. I'm sorry I'm pestering everybody, but I'm just making sure people have the opportunity to want to join. I probably would be a bit too young. Yeah, I'm a bit too young. I probably I'm probably a bit too young to remember some stuff if it's something to do with years ago. I don't know. Oh no, not tonight. It's in 24 for Calvin Day. I'm talking not tonight. For Calvin Day next month. So if you want to join, you can put your name down now. Finger rolls. They're the little yolks. Yeah, I think I've seen one of them ads. Yeah, they're them yolks. Yeah, I think I've seen them before in an ad. Yeah, I think I have. Yeah, I now know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think I've seen. Yeah, I've seen ads before of that. Yeah, now I understand. Biscuits. Yeah, I do. I think I remember them. But yeah, the finger roll. Yeah, I've heard it actually now. What's happening for Cavan night? Cavan Day. We're basically doing the Kahoot. Basically, there's money involved too. There's a prize. There's 400 euro for prize for first place. There's a second place is 100. Actually, sorry, 200. It's double numbers. So 200 euro prize for second place. First place is 100 euro, and then there's a prize for a random person that's there on the day. So if you want to join, we're just basically taking people's names for the moment. So if you wish to join, you can, of course. So if you wish to join, again, it's on the 24th. Is there a party? Unfortunately not, but not this year. But next year there'll be a big event. There's a big event. The county council have a huge event planned for next year. So people can obviously come if you to Cavan next year, and obviously we can plan something for next year. But not this year. The only thing we kind of plan is to go out kind of thing this year. But if you want to join, Sarah, we can put your name down. Hello, Shawnee. Sorry, I'm doing Shawnee. Don't have you done. You, Holly, want to join the Kahoot, you know? Just let me know if people want to join. Again, you can change your mind if you wish. Again, the day before the day, just let it. If it's the 22nd, the 30th or something like that, you're busy and something comes up, just let us know a few days beforehand if you can. You don't have to go to any website. You just tell me if you want to join. But basically, on the day, if you're asking about on the day, the website you have to go to is Kahoot, and it's very simple. The only thing you have to do, Shawnee, is we give you a pin code. Say for example, it's 5678, right? And you put that into Kahoot, and that's all you have to put in. Then you put your username, whatever it can be. So that basically it. So we walk you through it on the day. It's just about if people want to join, you know, because we kind of just need to know who is joining, so we can kind of work it out. Because we will give you a number. So take for example, we have two numbers at the moment. Adam's number 1 and Sean's number 2. The other Sean Mac. So we have that down. So if you win, we'll be able to find out who's who. You know. Is it a raffle? Well, it's not. It's a quiz kind of thing. It's a quiz, not really a raffle. The other thing, like the prize yoke, whatever it be, it might be just we buy you something. Say for example, you want something, we might just go and buy it for you. If you want a new game or something like that, we might buy it for you. You know, and we might just take a random name out of the chat, and we might just say, you know, you want something on Amazon, we buy you something on Amazon for you, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it could be something like that. So that if you just have to be involved in it. Here's me taking. I was going to get a night out. Well, you can go, of course, you can go out on your own, you know, on Cavan Day. But let's put it this way: last year I was Wexel, so this year I'm gonna probably be the same. Well, not drunk going to that, but you know, it was very tiring. It was very, very tiring. I bet I'd probably be banjoed for about 2 months because there was a lot of energy put into it last year, and you know, had a hope, I don't think so. But yeah, don't take care of one. Take care of be too busy now to that. But yeah, if you want to join Sarah, that's no bother. If you want to join Sean, do you want to join Sean? And Tony, do you want to join? Sorry, I didn't ask. Just let me know. You can obviously retake it at any stage, and you can tell me. But just so at the moment, if you want, I can just put your name down, and we can come back to you at some stage. Obviously the day beforehand and things that we just we'll probably just need a way of contacting you if you do win. So that might be we might see. Do you want to join PD? Sorry, I forgot that. Did I ask you? Do you want to join the Cavan quiz? Sorry. But the question is, do you want to try? Do you want to try? Again, there's no harm in trying. So if you really want to join, if you really want to try, there's no harm in trying. You know, it's a bit of fun, I suppose. But there'll be no dads, I'm afraid. Do you want to join the Cavan Kahoot, Tony? But next year, the council, there's going to be a big thing in the town, in Cavan Town. There's going to be events on. There's going to be stuff like that. So you know. I know it's a Kahoot yoke. You know, it's a Kahoot look. It doesn't matter if you're a regular man. Anybody can join. But if you want to join, Tony, there's money involved, and if you wish to join, there's prize money and stuff. loyalties. No, but it's not really anything. You don't have to come to Cavan or anything like that. It's just kind of it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of a Kahoot. It's a bit of fun. You might win a prize. Things like that. Yeah, let me know. You can come back to me at some stage, as long as you get back to me before the 20th of next month. Then that's okay. Do you know what Kahoot is and all that? If you want me to explain, like I have a video. There's a link to a video. You can send it. It's 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes to explain it. Just the core principles what Kahoot is. But yeah, there's no problem. If anybody wants to come back to me on it, you can. But it's just a bit of fun. Again, it's a bit of fun, a bit of a laugh, it'll be a bit of crack, and that's all it'll be. It'll be a bit of fun. It's kind of not really, but in a sense, kind of too. It'll be a bit of fun. Well, I have already explained, Sean. Let me just. I have the link. Yeah, you have it. Okay, I was going to send it to you. So basically, the first prize to be €400, basically. Second prize will be €200, and then the third prize will be €100, and then there'll be a prize for some random person in the chat. We basically would say to them, look at what can we get you, and we buy them something. But we get them something. If it's a game of the what to do. Let me see. What else would they? Something else we could try and see what we can do. Yeah, like if you win, Sarah, we could do that for you. There'd be no problem. We said we could send you a few bob for a few gallons of petrol. We could do that. Again, if you do, like it'd be kind of like a raffle, that bit, because we would kind of have everybody's name is in the thing, and we take out a random name, and we can contact you and figure out what you want for that part. For the other parts, we probably just send you the money. Most likely, we'll probably have to try and send it through PayPal, but most likely be PayPal. Most likely be PayPal. For the other yoke, for the raffle yoke, picking our names, we have to probably work. We could work all the ways around it too, if needs be. But most likely be PayPal. We could try and work something else out too. Depending on how it works, we can see how we do. But most likely be PayPal. Again, PayPal only takes a few minutes to set up, and we can send it into somebody's bank account by that way too. But there's not much guarantee. It depends how many people add this, PD. If this, we have about 50 places. So, no, I don't use Revolut. But probably my motorways, I probably could give it to one of my motorways and they send it to you. Because one of them probably uses Revolut. And I could give it to them and they send it on to you. If you did, take for example, you win it and you have Revolut and you didn't have PayPal, we could walk around that. One of my motorways, one out of the 5 of them would probably have Revolut and probably could say, I actually give it to him through my account and I give it to them and they send it to you. So, we could walk around it. Again, there's 5 of us, we can try and walk something out. It might not be straight away. Again, after the Kahoot's over, it might take a day. But, it might take a day just to get things, because then it'll be a lot of work to get everything sorted and to get everything through. But it's a revolution, yeah. That too, but we're not go that far yet. But yeah, let me know. Are you interested, Sarah, or do you want me to come back to you, or Shawnee, or Tony, sorry, or PT? You don't have to give me an answer, but just if you have any other questions, you can ask me. We'll be going in a minute or two, I know. So we have 2 already. So yeah. Will you be making a donation to charity? What are you talking about? Which? Not for Cavan, but they've already made donations to charity. I don't. Okay, Ted, that's okay. So. That's 100% so. That's okay. If you change your mind, of course, we can add you something if you wish. But yeah, thank you for letting me know that. So. That I have to go on. But next year we could see what we do. See how we go. Because next year there'll be a bit more of an atmosphere. There'll be something like Flat Crow next year. There'll be loads of music and stuff. I might not be there, but I'll probably ponder in for maybe 5 minutes. Because at the same time too, all that night and all that morning, I'll be promoting it on Twitter, trying to get as much things behind it. It's not about. It's about his. It's Cavan. It's all about Cavan. It's nothing to do with Irish history or anything like that. So, it's nothing really to do with Irish history. It'll be some history about Cavan, of course, but it won't be anything to do with Irish history in general or Irish politics in general. It might be to do with Cavan politics. Maybe one or two questions might be about Cavan politics, but that's about it. It won't be at any bus, Tony. It won't be any bus. It's an online quiz, not a bus. There won't be any. Well, you can have a drink at home if you wish, but not here, no. Oh, we know that, but some people probably know a bit about it. Again, it won't be all Cavan politics. It'll be some about sports. It'll be all about different parts of Cavan society. It just won't be. There might be one or two about Cavan politics. Like one of them might be who's the Lord Mayor, and then the next one might be who was the greatest Cavan football player ever, or Cavan rugby player, or whatever. That might be the next one. Then the next one might be about what kind of a fashion company. What's the well-known fashion company in Cavan? Again, we have questions for everybody. That's interesting, different things, sports, activities, stuff like that. So. Yeah, no, I wouldn't think like that, Sarah. It's all just a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. And you could win the raffle, That's the thing you have to think about too. Gross on the way to Cavan. Yeah, but people can come to Cavan if they wish. Unfortunately, no, Sean. You're not allowed to vote and find. We haven't worked that out yet. But are you going to join Sean? Just so I know, Tony. I just need a final answer. Your final answer. But no, not your final answer for the moment. You can change your mind, of course, and you can join at some other stage. But just for tonight, so I know. Or if there's anything else you don't understand, I can explain. But of course, people can come up for the weekend to Cavan if they wish to, on Cavan weekend if they want. But next year would be a better option, to be totally honest. There's be a lot more things going on. Even though you might not come across me, because them few days before Cavan Day and after Cavan Day would be the busiest time of my life. And last year was the busiest time of my life. In my whole life, literally, because I was walking morning, noon, and night. The event that we're doing, it'll be online. Social media. It'll be on Kahoot. If you're talking about next year, you're asking about next year's one. That's what you're asking. But the one we're doing will be online. It'll be on Kahoot, and it'll be on YouTube. It'll be live streamed on YouTube. Which event? Are you talking about our event, Tony, or the one I'm talking about next year? Yeah, there's the hard-boiled egg. The hard-boiled egg is a nice restaurant. Many other good. There's the Devil Gower here on Butters Bridge. There's the Cavan Quest. There's the Kilmore. There's loads of good hotels. The OT, which I believe I've contacted OT out the last 2 years, and they never got back to me. The Midlands correspondent for here, Sinead Hussey or something like that. And she never got back to me. She never responded to me. Even though I rang OT's office, they didn't listen to me. They didn't give a shit. Even though last year, I got me back on them. Because I was on every radio station in the fucking country. I will say that straight. They made me go on every fucking radio station in the country. Actually, they recorded me, right. And it was on every fucking radio station in the country. Every local national radio station in the country. So it was on OT and it was on News Talk. And the News Hour, and I was like, good luck. And I just like get out of bed, and I was made doing that last year. Like it was thrown on me and fight. I only had about a few minutes notice, so I didn't do that bad with him. But yeah, I got a question. It wasn't OT. It was some Perceptor or something from a news agency, and it was whether all around to all the local radio stations, all the national radio stations. So basically, it was on every radio station in the country. So. To which the thing I recorded it on YouTube. I recorded what I said on YouTube on one of the stations. I didn't get the news talk one. It was only on for, I think it was only on for a few hours. It was only on for 5 or 6 hours on the radio stations, and obviously they didn't know what they were playing all the time. I could have been. I can't remember because again on that day I was very busy, Sean. But I know it was on News Talk. It was on Donegal Live, and it was on other things. It was on some of them. I went all over every radio station. It was on Northern Sound. He was on every radio station. Yeah, the first one went off with a bang, and last year's one went off with a bang too. But yeah, I was nearly on all of them, Sean. I didn't, again, that day I was quite busy, like it was ridiculously busy. As soon as I was off the phone to them, I was on Twitter just promoting the absolute fucking shit. And like, I mean, there was literally steam coming off my fingers because I was writing that much and trying to get as much attention on it as humanly possible. And I mean, I literally put heart and soul into it. And I mean, it literally was far too much, and the phone was ringing constantly, and I was people talking to me about different things. I was ordering my mods to do different things, and it was just far too much. It was far too much happening at once. No, it was all radio stations. It might have been on, I don't know, it was on OT, it was on some of the radio stations OT, I'm not too sure now. But do you want to join any of the Kahoot? Sean, I just need an answer for you. I just need an answer, yes or no. If you can. The whole place was on Charlie. What? Oh yeah, it was crazy stuff. Yeah, there was people making cakes and stuff for Gavin. It was nice. But yeah, let's try. And again, I do need people's help too, and just promoting too. So if you can tell your friends and stuff like that, it would mean a lot to me to help you. It would be very handy if people could help me out. So it would be handy because last year was a lot on me. I will admit that to you. So any ways can help out, it would be appreciated anyway at all. It wouldn't pay about it. But yeah. So yeah, any way at all. If you can make a YouTube post, if you can make a Twitter post or something, that would mean a lot. Just even if we get 5 people just to hear it, would be greatly appreciated. Because I will put my heart and soul into it this year, even though I'm not really fit to do it. I might be honest with you, to give it 100% effort as I did last year. I'm going to try. We'll need to extend an invite with the details. But yeah, as I said, it'll be on the 24th. That's all I know for the moment. I don't know what time we'll arrange the time. But so I say I get back to you, so I'll come back to you, Sean. How about that? So I take it, Tony, do you want to join? Is that what you're saying? I take it, Tony. I just need to know kind of for the moment. So at the moment we have 2 people. I'll put up a community post too a second ago. So yeah. Yeah. So I take it, Tony. So we go in a minute or 2 time anyway. I don't think unless there's anybody else in here. If anybody else wants to join, please let me know. If you want to ask anything else about the Kahoot, please let me know. But again, I'll be talking about it for the next few weeks, and you can contact me at any stage on Twitter, on my Gmail, or even here on YouTube in my community tab posts. You can do that. And if needs be, we can sort something else. We'll sort other things out. Like alcohol, no, good God, no. I have to be funny. You have to be ready to do things because things could happen. I have to be ready to be given orders and to be ready for things. I never drank in my life, literally, and I won't drink. And I won't start now. To be totally honest. Never think of, but that's okay. I won't be coming back tonight, Tony. I won't be coming back. I have to work on other things to do with Kevin. I have to work on these letters to foreign leaders. I have to finish them off. related to Kevin. So I'll be up for a good while tonight. Now it'll be 1 o'clock. I said I'd be finished that when I start now, because I still have to write some, still to finish off like the letters, the foreign leaders, foreign countries. That's going to take a while. Because again, I have to be precise. They're more than the TDs or senders. I have to be precise, and some of them made mistakes on, and I have to rewrite them. So, it's going to take a good bit of time. But like one leader, for example, I had to write out the letter 3 times because I made a mistake. I made a small smelling mistake, and I had to write it 3 times to try and get it right. And to explain it, because again, I have to explain it in detail because some of these leaders wouldn't understand. They're just about, can you give us a mention for Cabinet, basically? Will you give us a little mention for Cabinet? Or will you send the letter back, maybe, for Cabinet? Like, take, for example, we wrote to some of the United States senators with Irish roots. And we're hoping... so, yeah, as I say, Irish senators, we went to a few other world leaders, too. And hopefully maybe 1 or 2 will might write back. And might maybe possibly give us a mention somewhere, if they can. It'd be very beneficial to the county, if we can. So yeah, going when I get to the 35, because I have to start deal with these levels. I never get them done. We'll be posting them soon, so we'll be posting TDs and centers so soon. When it gets to the 4th, we'll be posting them around the night. So the night we'll be posting them. And obviously we read out the day before. If we get the letters before Cabin Day, we read out all this, whatever senators said or TD said. Hopefully all of them responds. It'll be interesting to see did all of them respond. At least give us something. Again, I wrote about 64,000, 65,000 words. Mentioned Cabin Day, I think. Fuck knows how many times. I spent over nearly, how many hours? 60 something hours writing all these letters. These are not including the world leaders ones. So we're talking maybe 70, 80 hours. Give or take. So let's put it that way, a lot of time went into this. I don't think we will go that far now. I don't think we'll go that far now yet. We're not going that far yet. Because it wouldn't look good in the fake stream media. And we couldn't have that OT actually going fucking mental. Losing the plot. I know. But yeah, where does the time go round? Where does the time go round, my friend? Oh, where does the time go round? So yeah, we're going 3 or 4 minutes. I hardly doubt there's anybody else that wants to turn. We have 2 names at the moment. Where does the time go? Where does the time go? Where does the years go by, my friend? And where does the time go by? Where does the time go by? Oh, he wouldn't be happy unless he had money in it, so I think we remain neutral on that. Have neutrality, don't you know? We don't support, we support neither king nor kaiser. Which song? The one I'm singing or the one behind me? No, Tony, I have to write these letters unless you want to write them for me. It's a banger. The one I'm singing or which one? No, but you have to understand, Tony. I still need to get them done. I have to get them done. And then I have to do Tidy Towns tomorrow too. I need a bit of a break too. The one, I think I make it up in my own head. Sometimes I just randomly sing songs in my own head. I take a bit out of each song and split it together, I suppose. Oh, where does the time go by? Where does the time stay for no man's sky? Where does the time stand by? Where does the lands and the sea stand by? Where do we sit and where do we stand, and where does the song still sing you? To help you? No, I'm fine, Tony, because I will have my motorways happen. See, that's what I'm saying. My motorways are waiting for me to stop this life shouldn't help me out. So, and they're being paid for, so we can't have them do nothing. Anyway, so I tip on for the Western Night, lads. I talk to you again about this. We'll probably be back tomorrow talking about this. We see if there's more people. Probably a bit early. We'll try and be a bit earlier. But yeah, I have my community post if you want to contact me and ask me any questions on Twitter. Please do. So yeah, take care everybody, and good night and God bless.